I think it is given the security for deposits under 100,000 if a bank goes bankrupt. But the state can take it from every level, but we believe not under 100,000. And I think the deposit holders are in a situation to go bankrupt and then you lose everything over 100,000, or give a levy that it can survive this business model. And I think the Cypriot situation is that they do not want to tax the Russian deposits and find it somewhere else, including pension funds, and is a problem again. And this is a question of explanation. I believe everyone should share, and because here it's a special system, this business model, I think it's a fair way that there is the whole of the type of shareholders, if I can say it that way, that should take their part to save their money. What does it mean? Take 10,000 euros, which I think should be offered just as an example. 10,000 euros means with this levy, once and forever, once only, 695 euros. This is less than 1.5 years interest rates that we are talking about. That's not taking people's money back. And I think that should be possible to find a solution on that level.
But has this whole situation been effectively botched by the European authorities and by the Cypriot authorities? Because we had a situation where this levy on all deposits on a sliding scale was announced last week, and then the Cypriot banks had to close all week. The Cypriot banks have been closed for over a week now and won't reopen until Tuesday. And then it's expected on Tuesday that when they do reopen, there could be a huge flight of money, a run on the banks essentially. I mean, it's a complete catastrophe, really, isn't it? And this has been caused by decisions which were taken in Brussels and decisions that were taken by Cypriot authorities. So it's a mess, isn't it?
That is a mess, that's true, but it came to the situation because the Cypriot government refused to keep the under 100,000 out. That was their will to have it because of the business model. They want to protect the higher Russian.
Then why was it announced? Why was it announced last weekend?
Because that was the agreement at the end of the day. Because on the other basis, to have it higher on the Russian bank accounts there, the Cypriot government did not agree. In my opinion, it was a mistake to announce it, which stopped that, and they have asked the Cypriots to come up with another proposal. That's true because it became everywhere uncertainty what happens with the money on 100,000. But I believe that we should now find a solution so fast as possible in order to overcome the loss of credibility for a longer time.
I mean, it's a loss of credibility for everyone, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Including European authorities, including the EC and the ECB, the Troika. Would you agree?
I think we have underestimated in how far this business model, which includes especially these high deposits from abroad, plays a role in Cypriot thinking. That was underestimated.
Could you foresee a situation where Cyprus exits the euro?
I could see that, but I believe we should help them. In my opinion, every country is systemic relevant. That is not just a question of balance sheets, but a question of balance sheets. People say it's doable, but it will give a wrong expression if the European Union is not able to protect the smallest part. Then it loses the credibility that it will protect in the future the bigger parts, and therefore we should find a solution. It's a pressure for that solution, but also the foreign policy implications. I would not like to have Gazprom in the Eastern Mediterranean drilling Cypriot gas, or have a military harbor for Russia in Cyprus. So therefore I think all of us are forced to do that. Or it goes bankrupt and the Cypriots have lost everything.